Go.
I'm going.
Go.
We goed.
Go.
We goed.
So it rained and rained and rained on the way home last night. So hard that I wanted to pull over by the side of the road. I wanted to pull over and wait for the rain to subside.
That's a secret word every time we hear that.
Were you afraid you'd get hit if you did that? Were you afraid somebody else would plow into you?
I was afraid that people would think that I was weak and cowardly, so I kept going.
Brilliant.
So instead I was reckless rather than be thought of as cowardly.
No, yeah, that's what I do when it's really raining really hard. I'm like, who else here pulling around? Yeah, I'd roll down my window when people pull over and you laugh at them.
I put the top down
and they can't hear you and you get totally wet, but you get to laugh at people that pull over.
Right, and at least you don't look like a coward.
When I went to bed, it was still sprinkling. It had been raining pretty steadily all evening, but not like pouring. And when I woke up, I was woken up by the wind and the driving rain at like 11:30. And it was raining so hard. And it's not a story. Like, I can't even give you any details other than it rained really, really, really hard for a long time. Because sometimes that'll happen for a few seconds at a time. And it's like, oh, wow. And then it kind of drops back. But I had enough time to go down the stairs, walked around to each window of my house, couldn't see out any of them because it was driving so hard for like 15 minutes. It was really crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Y'all have different thunderstorms, though, because we only had like one of those a year, but I think every time y'all get a thunderstorm, it's on the brink of tornadoes.
It's been a drought this year. That's what was weird, because I forgot that it knew how to rain around these parts. It's been really dry, and then all of a sudden it made up for the entire summer's rain, like just all last night.
It was raining so hard that the windshield wipers were on like full blast. They were on as fast as they could go, and you couldn't even tell that they were on. You know what I mean? Like they would swish past, and it looked like they were not on. It just, and still I kept driving.
That was probably the best plan.
And everybody, I think, was impressed. They acted like they didn't notice. They pretended
guy?
Like they were watching the road themselves, But I really think in the back of their minds, they were like, wow, that guy is really confident.
I wish I knew his name.
I wish I knew who that was.
I wish he had a YouTube channel and I could watch his show on Sunday night. All right, I'm going to start this.
Streams on Sunday night.
We've sound checked. Everything has been checked out, and it's time to go. Ready, go.
Gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack. Come and take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio. Everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo. Hit the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show? 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 Everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping you cats gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Welcome to SCQS. My name is John. That's Juan. That over there is the Peaches. And boy, did it rain. But
boy, did it. I think you sent it down here. It's actually getting ready to. It rained a little bit, and it's raining some more.
Well.
Can you hear my son?
Can I tell you how hard it rained? Yeah, I can hear it.
How hard did it? Crap.
We went to see Isaac and Kristen Witty's show last night.
Oh, did you go?
Mm-hmm.
Did Isaac do magic? Is that how it works? They make the stand-up comedians do magic, and then the magicians do stand-up. Oh,
no, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was asking Dave about that because one of the things that Dave Pendleton has insisted is that there's a little bit of magic in every show, and I said, "Are you going to be able to sustain that? Are you going to be able to make good on that promise of magic and comedy in every show?" And then last night, I'm just going to say it. There wasn't a magician. But David Pendleton did ventriloquism. And I thought, that's cheating.
I was gonna say, do you think he kind of redefines the word? The magic was the friends we've made tonight.
Is that just because you have seen David's show so many times that you've lost a little bit of that magic feeling when you watch?
So it's still magical, but I'm just calloused.
I need
that magic.
Listen,
I need levitation, darn it.
If childbirth counts as magic, I have seen what that entails, and people generally agree that it's magical. So I would say that him talking without moving his lips probably is.
Yeah, but you're not going to do a live birth at a comedy show.
Right.
Beat me to it,
I need to do that. I need to get
Ladies and gentlemen, a different kind of magic tonight.
Oh my gosh!
I wasn't ready.
Are you going to show us
video?
Are you going to show us how big this show is, or what?
Yeah, I am.
Show bigot. No.
How big the show is?
Not bigot, Juan.
That's not right.
If this is a typical show represented
big
by
show
this woolly mastodon, this night show looks like this.
There it is.
Rain on rain on. That umbrella is putting out electricity.
We're actually supposed to be talking about chickens tonight, and they're already doing that in the comments. Brian is not with us here tonight, everybody, so just send your love in the comments to Brian, and we will pass it on.
And he will not see them.
Well, I don't see him right now, Dad.
Are we streaming on his channel too still, or not?
Feel free to say a whole bunch of nice things to him.
We're streaming to his channel right now, but
wait.
Go ahead.
I have
be sarcastic.
This comment by Dee Dee.
Exactly.
I'm not a big pun fan, but it's exactly. There's a double pun in there, and I'm okay with that.
There's 3 G's in there.
Yeah, 3 G's, which is, that's when you're on YouTube, you got to do what you got to do in that time. But exactly, but which is actually a spider thing, is it? There's not really a chicken egg sack. Anyway.
What?
I don't know.
I thought egg sack was a double pun. There was like two puns in that one word, and I was like, oh, that's pretty clever.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
Okay, no.
Just a few minutes of silence now.
I don't want to discourage anyone.
Excellent.
Tonight.
At all?
No.
In any way. Okay.
I'm going to try to be positive this week because I've been a little bit. I feel like I've been a little bit of a downer.
You've been negative. Well, the beauty of the Starving Comic Show is nobody knows how negative you've been.
Well, I think few people probably know. But before we do anything else, we have to give a shout out to the Cliquers.
Oh, I brought up that comment too early. Okay. I thought you were going to do Brian's hat segment first.
No, we have
to do
Cliquers first.
Sorry, I tried to read your mind. Okay.
Priorities.
Ready?
The song. I'm ready.
I am. It's going.
Play the song.
It's going.
Everyone, sing along.
They're still doing chicken stuff in the comments.
It's okay.
Here, we'll play those.
Do as much chicken stuff as you want. Get it out of your system.
Cliquers are all the rage. Cliquers are live backstage. Cliquers are fresh and clean. Cliquers are lean and mean. Cliquers are on the scene.
Woo! Tonight's Cliquers or Chickers in no particular order are, say it together with me,
Victoria Palmer.
And good and loud.
Wow. I got you. I got you there. These are new people too, I think. Are they?
They've been around for a while.
Oh, crud. I'm
what
sorry,
I liked was
guys.
the confidence we all go, and then we kind of got quiet, hoping someone else would say it.
Better. Right. Hoping someone would say better.
So, thank you to all of our clickers. We sincerely appreciate your support and your love. If you would like to become a clicker, go to johnbrandy.com. At some point in the future, you don't have to do it right now. Make a note. Write it down on a Post-it note, or maybe put a little reminder in your phone to go to johnbrandy.com and become a subscriber. And then you can.
There's no super scribers. That's the best you can do as a subscriber. Yeah.
Subscribers, the highest level you can achieve.
Unfortunately.
And Christine doesn't know that JT is taking his sabbatical. I mean, he's going and doing shows where they actually reimburse him a little bit.
he's taking a break from this show by earning money.
He's taking a break from this show where he earns nothing. And,
oh, man.
So, yeah, JT and his dad, I guess not everybody knows that Tommy Oaks is a evangelist, has been an evangelist, goes around and is great. And he and JT do stuff, have been doing things for many, many years. And they got booked like through the remainder of this year. And so they're busy, super busy.
They're all, I didn't ask this, are they all different gigs, or is it like the same place and they keep doing it? What is going on?
I'm going to put my computer up on a higher platform. Keep going.
Different gig. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What?
Whoa.
There's no way we're going to be able to just keep talking like you're not going.
It's fine.
Much better. Fine. I couldn't concentrate before. But
it's like, I'm just going to jump up on this ball and roll it across the floor with my feet.
They tell you to hold your phone up because it's a better angle for your double chin. So I do the same with my laptop, but I rolled in really late and I didn't do it before the show. So
that's why I grew up.
I'm just going to put a fish in my mouth and feed this bear with it. You keep talking.
Come on. People know.
Did you see? Ooh, was it the light?
Okay, that was distracting. But the other part, like, people know that your webcam moves sometimes. It's not like people in 2023 are like, gravity stopped working. Oh no.
Apparently, there's a camera there.
It's not a matter. It's the movement that draws people's eye and attention.
I'm gonna go get my hair clip that got launched across the floor. I'll be right back.
So, what do we... Oh, that was cool.
I admit that throwing my ring light and water bottle is a little more distracting. But the movement of the camera is not that bad.
Guys. Pay no attention. You guys just talk. Go ahead. Just have a conversation. You guys. Don't worry about...
It's not that bad.
Now I get motion sick in my chair at home.
All right, so JT's not here. Brian, I forget exactly what happened to Brian. Does he have some kind of an appointment or something?
I don't know. I get confused.
He sent me a polo. He's in a high stakes poker game. You can't pull out of those. They pull you back in.
My kids are going to school this week, and so it's very hard for me to keep track of everybody's schedule.
All right. Okay.
I was like, if you knew what Brian was up to, you would leave your daughter at school.
Yes.
Like one thing would have to be sacrificed in order to remember the other.
Yes, it's possible. If something's going to lose space in my mind, then it's going to probably be what Brian's up to. But
that's such a funny concept. I've got a friend of mine who really would say that when he would call me up to help him with his computer, And of course, I'm talking about Al Serhal. I don't want to mention any names, but it's Al Serhal. And he would call me when he was the preacher at our church. He would go, "Hey, Brandon," he goes, "You're a nerd. You're a geek. I need your help with this." And so that was the first thing that I called him out on. It's like, Al, you're the only person in my life who calls me up and asks me to do him a favor and then insults me for being able to do that favor that he asked me to do. And then I would go over there and help him with his computer. And I would say, "Look, man, what you're asking me to do is super easy. All you got to do is," he goes, "Don't tell me. I don't want to learn new things because I'm afraid that if I learn a new thing, it's going to shove something that I've learned before out of my brain." And I said, "Well, that's really stupid." And he goes, "Like, I don't want to learn how to make my printer work and forget how to use the bathroom." And so that was
that's the thing, though. You don't get to choose what you forget.
That's what he said. He had no control over what was going to get shoved out of his mind. So he would not let me teach him anything.
Yeah, so like he called you the next day and went, "Dang it, Brandon, I peed my pants."
Because you told me how to reboot my computer.
I feel like shoving out of his mind the concept that there's only limited space in there might not be such a loss, but we can't guarantee that's what's going to get out, so.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of new things going into your mind, we have...
creep face again. Every time he turns on his green screen, his eyeballs disappear. It's really creepy.
Oh, wait a second. Before we have a hack question. But before we do the hack question, I have two things that I need to ask, or two things I need to talk about. And the first one is this.
Oh. I know what that is, but I don't.
Lego set. Right?
Yeah.
Just a marriage Lego set?
It's a Lego marriage set that showed
Does
up at my
anyone
house.
want to take responsibility for this? Because it showed up at his house and I did not send it.
And I did not order it. And so this appeared at my house. The only thing that we have deduced is, the only explanation that we've come up with is that somebody heard that Grandma Turbo is going to be getting married. And so they sent this as a sort of a, "Hey, congratulations for getting married. Here's some Lego people
I did not
that are
hear
also
that.
getting married."
Well, it would have had to have been a vacay person because she called me on Saturday of vacay last week. She was planning to come to the showcase. She did. She brought her fiance, I guess, Bruce. And while I was on the phone with her, there were other vacayers kind of standing around overhearing. And so when I got off the phone, I was like, "Oh, she wants us to start, planning a little wedding. They're already getting into a commitment. They've already had a commitment ceremony on their own, but they want to have one that involves the whole family." And she kind of thought it might be fun to do it at vacay, but I told her the power is out here and we're going to have to put that off for a bit. So it's going to be next week, but she was like, there were some people at vacay who were aware. So my best guess was that somebody overheard the conversation and as sort of a congratulations sent the wedding Lego set to Dad.
Right. And it is clearly marked for table decorations only. So so in case you're tempted to shove it on the top of a cake,
it's not their anniversary. That's in June.
It's not my anniversary, but I have no idea where this came from. And it
was actually mailed to the house. It wasn't just launched into the front yard like many other things have been over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't like was it a fishing net? Or a mosquito net. There was a mosquito net and then a toilet brush that was a whole container, toilet brush with the container that it goes in was just left in their front yard a few weeks later. Mm-hmm. This was not like that. It actually had a stamp on it. So
it actually had a stamp on it. It was packaged and it looked like it had been drop shipped from a place. Like it had the name of the company it was from. But when you opened it up, it was like two mailboxes that had been cut and then reassembled. So it was the strangest package that I've received in a long time because it looked like it came from a company, but clearly it was manually wrapped inside of that. So this came from somebody's house for some reason.
Kathy knew, but she says she's claiming or suggesting it wasn't her. Kathy, we're going to need you to be a little more explicit than that. When you say you wish you would have thought of that, was it Kyle who thought of it? Was it somebody else in your family who thought, we need you to deny that you had anything to do with this package with a little more clarity, just to make sure we understand
We need you on the record.
You need to, yes, officially.
We are very suspicious people.
We're very suspicious right now.
And the other thing is this. Do you know what this is? It's
a
It's
book?
not her or Kyle. Okay, I will accept that.
Is
that a book? Okay.
It is a book.
You'd think it would actually be tools, but no, they give you more
It's a
stuff
book by
to read.
Rod Neilson. Do you know who that is, Peach?
Yes.
Hmm?
We've worked with him before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is a book called The Pastor's Toolbox, and it's a practical guide to a pastor's tasks, sent to me by the author, Rod Neilson. Now, you may be going, why would Rod Neilson send you a pastor's toolbox, John, when you are, in fact, not a pastor or handy in any way? Well, I'll tell you.
You're also not an electrician.
If you turn to page 54 in Rod Neilson's Pastor's Toolbox, you will find underneath the little subheading, Using Humor, you'll find the following question.
Oh, here we go.
Humor can be very effective in getting a message across, but it can be easily misused merely for entertainment. All humor should support your big idea and should be tasteful. Do not tell jokes for the joke's sake. Many preachers are naturally funny, and their humor assists the delivery of a message. If you are not good at humor, learn to be. Oh, if you are not good at humor, learn to be, or do not use it. And then there's a little footnote here. And it says down in the footnote, John Branyan, an excellent Christian comedian, offers a short course in using humor in preaching. JohnBranyan.com or John Branyan Comedy Consultant.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. So I have a footnote in Rod Neilson's book.
Listen to Rod.
You would disagree with Rod. You would say that. Well, you would say that everybody can learn to use humor. His thing was learn to use it or don't.
Well, Dad has actually said in his workshop before, if you do not learn how to use it properly, don't use it. It's better to leave it out of a sermon than to misdeliver.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yes, so. I have said, when I was younger, I did naively believe that anybody could learn how to be funny.
Now that he is old and wizened and crotchety, he has changed his perspective.
Now that I am a curmudgeon, I think differently. No, I think that I think that telling jokes is a thing that you can learn to do better. I think anybody can learn to do better if they have a little bit of teaching. There are certain principles of comedy. Yeah, certain principles of comedy that can be applied. But I mostly just wanted to say thanks to Rod, not Rob, to Rod for sending me this book. I didn't know that it was coming, and it was very nice. Thank you, Rod. And if you guys are any of you pastors out there, look for the Pastor's Toolbox. It's a very practical guide for preachers, for pastors.
Heck yeah!
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Don't tell jokes in your sermon.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Brian's hat, shall we?
Brian is not here. But the quest continues to find him the perfect hat for his 50th year of life. Actually, this would be the 51st. He turned 50. He's turning a new corner. And he would like to find the hat that suits him in his next chapter of life.
Right. And so with that background, he sent us, he got a hat this week. And he's going to be wearing it. And he made a little video. So I will play that video.
Quest.
Play that right video. Here we go.
So we're here with my hat of the week.
Can you hear it?
Beep at me.
Yes.
Here at the hat at the week. And this one, thank you to Sherry for sending this in. This is kind of a cool hat. I don't quite know what to make of this hat yet because it can be so many things. One, as you can see, it could be like a
versatile,
almost like a Japanese hat. I don't know what it's called. I'm very ignorant that way. I'm sorry. But if you push it down like this, you get kind of like a little like leaf looking thing. I could be like a little acorn boy or something out in the woods. So, acorn boys are always in high demand out in the woodsy areas. So I could do that. What I could do also is take it and you turn it to the side and you get the beret, which I think it's the side. I'm not sure if it's a side or if it's this side. It's the beret. So I get the beret. So I have the Japanese. I get the little acorn boy. I get the beret. Then you can kind of pull it back.
That's my favorite.
This kind of like court jester type of thing.
It's like an Italian painter.
It's like, I was going to say Renaissance.
And then also, if you bring it up, you get a little bit of a chef hat. So I could be a little chef. Or if I really wanted to, I can pull it up. Now I'm the Pope. Pope. So there it is. Pope hat. The Pope. Yay. All right. Well, anyway, so that is this week's hat of the week. And again, thank you to Sherry for sending that in. And we will see you next week with a new hat. I'm very excited to show you the new hats I have coming in.
Beret corn?
It's a beret corn.
Beret corn.
Yeah. Beret corn. Yeah, the acorn boys are in high demand. We're constantly going, oh, I wish we had an acorn boy.
So versatile.
Acorn boy! They're never here when you need them.
And they never are, because they can't find their hats. I think that Sherry might have made that hat. It looks like it might have been hand.
And she is working on another one, rumor has it.
Oh,
Sherry's Hat Factory.
Crocheted beret.
The Mario Brother nobody talks about.
Well, Jeff said Mario Brothers character, and I think he's meaning the mushrooms, but I can't remember the name. If those were the Koopa Troopas.
No, those are the little
turtles.
dragon thingies. Yeah, the turtles.
What is that little one's name?
What's the
Wasn't he one of the ones that there was Peach and there was
Toad?
And then the little mushroom guy had a name.
That's Toad.
Toad, yeah.
Toad.
I got. I was talking about the brown mushrooms, though.
Oh.
Let's see. This is an important thing we need to Google right now.
Completely
Mario Brothers characters.
Mushroom Mario. Goombas.
Goomba.
Yeah.
That's racist towards Italian people.
Is it?
It's Goomba, yeah.
That's
what they used to call.
Juan would know.
Hey, as an Italian person.
He's an Italian person. He's a bit of a Goomba himself.
Yeah,
hey.
Goomba, yeah.
Apparently it's been a busy hat week for Brian out on the West Coast. Lots of packages have been arriving, and he's got more to show us next time. So keep tuning into the Hat Quest.
He told us in Polo that he has at least 2 more hats in the hopper.
Right.
To come. So
he shifts it to one side and goes, it could be a beret, or it may be this way. And I'm like, well, if this side's a beret, what is that side then? Is that a different hat? You have it slanted to the left?
I thought the one where he pulled it back.
Arab.
I thought the one where he pulled it back kind of looked like a tricorn or like a Commodore's hat almost, but like the crocheted version. And he didn't seem to think that. I forget what he called it, but
Tabby singing Goomba, ah, my lord.
Goomba, ah, my lord. Goomba.
I would like to see a captain stride upon the deck of his ship with a crocheted hat.
That's when he pulled it back. I was like, oh, Captain Brian. But he didn't go there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All hands on deck.
All right.
What?
We had a...
Oh, okay, there. That's better.
You're back.
We had a exchange in Polo this week. It turns out that... Now, I don't remember
don't give spoilers.
Well, it started with Luke. Should we start with...
Luke? Okay, Luke said something to Juan that nobody even knew. Like, we didn't know. It was private. Luke sent something to Juan. I didn't even know he sent you. So when Juan said to Luke, oh, by the way, I haven't done the thing yet, I was like, what thing? Like, I don't know about this. He was like, he just sent me a video.
Did you not know about this thing? I mean,
no.
Did you know about the chicken thing?
Did I know?
Yeah.
No, until Juan says to Luke, by the way, I haven't got the chance to do the thing yet. And I was like, what thing? And then Luke showed me the video and told me that he wants Juan to try. So this is the thing that we were going to try. And
well, see, now I thought, apparently I don't know anything about what's going on here. So Juan, you want to set this up and let us know?
I think Amanda wants to just show the video, right? And then we explain it.
Well, I think that it was Luke's idea, and he was the one who wanted it to be a great big surprise. He found something on the internet and was like, Juan, you should do this. And he didn't tell anybody. He didn't tell any of the hosts of SKUs. He was like, just try this with your chickens.
Yeah. And so here, with that, we have a little thing called Hypno Chicken.
Hypno Chicken.
And I'm not sure how many of these videos, I'm not sure if any of these videos actually explain
what's going on.
But we'll see. Who cares? We'll just catch you up. We'll just catch you up.
Maybe we can play it like weird news.
I told Luke this morning if the weather holds out right now, a little gray, and it was drizzling a little bit. But in a second when I go to put them up, 30 more minutes. We'll grab one and we'll do the little
that's the first y'all heard of
experiment thing. And Brian, they're in their current form and not real tasty. I've bitten them before. But look at this! Look at this idiot.
That makes no sense without.
Oh, yeah, that's out of.
Duh. Look at this.
Okay. So should we show them the video of the chicken that actually falls asleep? Should we do that?
It's in here, but it's at the end.
I think at the end would be more satisfying. Okay. I forgot that at the beginning. This started off because I was just sitting out here watching. We let the chickens out for a little bit because we have predators, so we can't just let them free range. So we'll let them roam around a little bit during the day and watch them. And so I was. They were sitting there with it's hot, so the chickens are sitting there just with their mouths open, and they're just with the way they stare at you. Just look at the chicken right there on the left. They stare at you like that. Now combine that with their mouth open when they're just going.
Juan, not everybody makes that noise in their head when they look at a chicken.
One of the things that Juan consistently does when he sends us videos of his chickens is he mocks them for being stupid.
Does their
every
voice.
Single time. Yeah, look at this idiot.
Every once in a while my animosity boils over and I have to send a video. So that's what I was saying, and then I sent you guys a video of them walking around, and Brian goes, "They look pretty tasty," and so that's why I said something about biting them.
That's why I say I have bitten them before. Yeah.
All right. So that was the first, and then here's
dummy.
Oh yeah, that was the story. That was the end.
This is Kissy. She was named after whose grandma? My grandma? Maybe. Oh my. That's
yeah.
I'm gonna walk. Right now, it's hard to find somewhere. Shut up. It's hard to find somewhere where I'm gonna have the kids help me here. So hey, Kissy.
Yep.
She's one of the best looking ones I got. The rest of them.
That's just the exact same breed as the one on there.
One of the best looking ones I got.
Yeah, the other ones are.
I got the model chicken for this.
I got one. I don't know if you remember this. There was a foghorn leghorn one. There was a little skinny chicken that couldn't lay eggs. That's kind of. Except she's the number one producer, but she's tiny. Anyway, hard to catch.
Right.
Yeah, so, that's the other thing is when you walk out there, they'll make a noise too, like oh, like I'll get on to Big Juan as our rooster. That's named after my dad.
What?
I go, shut up, Big Juan, and I'll go, oh.
When he had them for like just a couple of weeks, he was like, I feed them every day. And still, whenever I go out to the hen house, they all act like, who are you? What do you want? What are you doing here? Like,
who are you?
And we're like, okay, we get it.
Surely after a year, I've earned your trust. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, so what, for the people who may not know, what type of chicken is that?
Oh, gosh, that one.
You should ask Melody.
Well, she got a bunch of different, she wanted a bunch of different colored eggs, and also she likes different feathered chickens. So we got a Easter egger, an olive egger, a wine dot is one. Those are the black ones with white dots.
Yeah.
That one is an Isa Brown, isn't it?
Gosh.
That one's not an olive egger.
No. Gosh. I think you might be right, though. John's got it. We'll just say you're right.
All right. So here we go. This is the next.
Oh, here we go.
This is Kissy. Sorry, I didn't see. This is for Luke, so make sure he sees it.
Okay. So make sure Luke is watching.
I forgot the short one.
We're gonna put her head in it, right? No. Well, we're gonna try it without and see if she just.
You're going, what?
I thought it was a rooster that did this.
No. Okay. Erase it.
Erase it.
It's okay. Good. It's okay. It's
Hold on
okay.
a second. Let me get it for a second. Outmuscle the chicken. I got her legs up and put her head down.
It's okay.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Go. They push her face down. Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at the line.
Straight, son. Shut up.
Didn't
work. All right, erase it again.
Can I try now?
No, hold on a second. I'm gonna hold the dirt line yourself.
Try it again.
Don't touch her head. You don't have to. I got her right here, from her beak. So far. Huh?
What?
I think it's just.
You sure it works? Apparently, I got smart chickens. Try again. And stop that one.
Okay, so that was the first one.
That's the first 3 tries.
What am I jumped into?
Look at now that the chicken's doing fine, but now everybody in the crowd.
Can't you see, Dakota, that we are hypnotizing a chicken?
The story goes that if you push a chicken's head down and you draw a line away from the chicken's beak, that will hypnotize the chicken and render it immobile.
Yeah, they're supposed to go to sleep. They're supposed to just.
Yeah, they're supposed to go to sleep.
They flop over some of them.
So let's see if Juan was successful in this next video.
There you go. We're trying it with just the kids. Mm-hmm. Go fast. Larry.
Oh, what? No.
Kissy. We're good for anything but eggs.
We're blaming the chicken.
You're not good for anything.
The scolding. All right, let's.
I guess we could do every chicken maybe, but sorry. This also happened with Oscar, our cat. Everything that everybody was doing that was viral online. We tried doing it with our cat. It never worked.
They would do. What? Oh, you can do more.
Oh, there it is.
So I got a pizza box. We're going to try Sharpie. Maybe it was, I thought it was contrast that was the problem.
The problem was the way that you were drawing a line. So there's an...
Nope.
It's like, what?
I'm barely holding her down, by the way. I'm not. It looks like I'm putting my weight on.
Another line just for fun. I don't know.
There's another line.
This one felt like it almost worked because she keeps her head down.
Oh.
Yeah, it was close.
Oh.
I mean, she stood.
I love that you had her squatting in that pizza grease.
That's my favorite part.
Put on her legs.
Mushed her down into the cheese. Look at her. She's as alert as ever.
Oh.
Did he say it?
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not disappointed, and I'll tell you why. In order to be disappointed, you need high hopes. And I harbored no hopes for these creatures. They give me eggs, I'll give them that. But that's it. No companionship, no entertainment. I mean, the most we got out of them was that cat app, and the app did most of the work. Those chickens just sat there.
Yep.
In order to be disappointed, you have to have hope, and I harbored no hope.
I didn't hear the part in the video where he said, like, my favorite part is where they're holding this chicken's head down. It keeps popping back up after they draw the line. And at one point, Juan goes, "Kissy!"
Oh, that was...
Right.
Yeah. When we started blaming her.
Kissy!
It was her fault, clearly.
here is the video that you have all been.
This is what you really should have seen. Yeah.
Right. This is what you wanted to see, right here. So hopefully we want to. There we go.
Maybe Melody was right. I was going to tell you guys. She said maybe you didn't wait long enough before you let her go.
Wow.
So now I'm right. Wow.
Wow.
So it does work on all chickens.
It does not work on all chickens.
Now watch. They erase the line.
Yep.
What?
Don't know. I don't know. They're not good. That's the thing is, I really wish they were good for more than just eggs. We need entertainment out of it. Well, like there was a viral video going around where people were just putting cucumbers next to their cat.
Yeah.
And their cat would jump up 3 feet. Well, we did that to our cat, and he was like, "Oh, what's this? What are you putting here? What is this thing?" He smelled it.
Me, thanks. Yeah.
That's okay. I got my food. The other one was they put the box. They put a cardboard box at the top of the stairs, and you put the laser pointer in the box, and then they jump in the box and go slide down the stairs. Well, for our cat was just like, "What's going on?" He would like poke it. He's going underneath. I'm like, "Get the dot, jump on the dot. You always jump on the dot." It didn't do it.
So Sarah thinks the fact that its feet were up in the video where it worked.
Okay, maybe we could put her sideways. All right.
Puts it a little off balance, and
we got a couple of days this week.
Yeah. What else do we need to do?
A couple of days before he goes on
I think waiting. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do that.
The Lord has blessed us with all of this like technology. We've got cameras in our pockets now, and I can't really think of a better stewardship opportunity than trying to put one of Juan's chickens to sleep.
Well,
if not, maybe I'll just pinch your throat. Maybe they'll pass out because of lack of oxygen. Oh, look at that. It worked. All right.
It worked.
Yay. That'll be our clickbait.
He's like shaking her and she won't wake up again.
Look at this. It works so well.
Oh, one of the funniest things that I have seen regarding chickens in the last couple of weeks was a guy who put a little camera on the top of a chicken's head and used it as like a steady cam. Have you seen that?
No.
It's so funny. He's got like this little helmet and there's a camera.
Does it have a gyro or something?
Well, because the chicken's head, if you go like this, the chicken's head stays perfectly still. And so he had this chicken like,
he was like running around with the chicken.
Yeah, filming stuff with it, and it was completely stable because it's on the chicken's head.
That's what I thought that we were going to do. We were going to hypnotize the audience into us being asleep.
With that background, I put together a little game called Chicken Facts, and this is sort of like Weird News in that there's some pictures that I've put together, and you have to demonstrate or you have to tell me what these pictures are conveying. It all has something to do with chickens.
Is there like there's a theme with a linked theme with all the pictures?
Yeah, but it has something to do with chickens. So like this one, I'll just tell you this one.
4 chickens had to die.
This will
make
give
this
you.
string.
This will help you with the future ones. This one is conveying the fact that chickens have REM. They have an REM, rapid eye movement during sleep, and they dream in color. It's a dream catcher. And so from that, you can determine that chickens dream in color, and they have rapid eye movement. Okay.
Right.
So that's
of course it's obvious. I figured out why you put this one first.
All right.
It's so easy.
So here's the next one.
Oh, chicken.
Chickens outpopulate humans.
See how easy this is when you just put your mind.
I think we've had this fact before, but
yes.
No, that was donkeys.
It was donkeys.
It was donkeys.
More donkeys.
So chickens.
How many things?
A lot of things outpopulate humans.
Anybody want to take a guess at how many chickens there are?
Be glad that they're stupid and they can't formulate a unified front against a human. population.
Including Juan's chickens. How many chickens are there?
10 billion.
That's high.
That's way small.
That's low?
Well, there's like 7 billion people.
Right.
So there's got to be more chickens.
Oh,
So
I was thinking it was just like 9 billion. Like, it was just barely over.
So not like 14 billions? Two chickens for each person?
2 chickens in every pot.
2 chicks for every person. Whoa, somebody said...
2 chickens for every...
50 billion.
I'm going to go 100 billion. 100 billion chickens.
100 billion, okay. Went from 10 billion to 100. I mean, nobody's guessing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, you're both now. You're too high. It's 25 billion.
Oh, okay.
Chickens outnumber humans.
I should have been more conservative with my chicken billions.
Yes.
Sherry said chickens have bad dreams?
Yeah, but Jeff said
Was
1
that
trillion.
Jeff says 1 trillion.
That's a lot.
And rising.
If there was a trillion chickens on Earth, there would be chickens all over this room. It would be...
Teach
hey,
infinity.
you guys know chickens? Oh, nice.
Infinity chickens.
Infinity chickens.
I was just going to say 25 billion. That's what Sarah said.
Sure, you were, Sarah.
4-1. They outnumber us 4-1.
Okay.
4-1. Can you take... The thing is, if they all revolt, I think I could take 4 chickens.
Yeah, I think so too.
I could take.
Yeah, but you would also have to take on the ones that are for like my nephew who's only a year old, or anything.
Oh, we'd have to fight for the kids' chickens. Okay.
Yep, they're
probably have to take
and the elderly chickens.
That's right. Each of us would probably have to take on like 12 chickens.
Okay. All right.
They outnumber us 4-1, and we'd have to. Each of us healthy specimens would have to take.
Right. It's
2
not
of
4
the weaker
billion
people's chickens.
What do they call males who are of age to go to war? What would they call those? Able-bodied.
Yeah. Able-bodied or draft age or
right.
Soldiers, I guess.
Right. Fighting age. Right. We don't have 4 billion of those. So
what is this telling us?
Chickens.
Oh, I know this too.
What? Really?
I think chickens have a really, really fast heart rate, don't they?
Oh, you're good at this. No, it's actually chickens fall in love and average. No, you're right. It's a heart rate.
I knew that they have this really insanely fast.
Chickens are the most romantic birds.
60%.
And they can easily get heart attacks too. Like they can easily be given heart attacks from being scared.
Yeah.
Because they're always on the cusp.
Hypnotize them.
They're always right there on the edge of a heart attack.
They fall in love easily, but 60% of chicken marriages end in divorce.
Yeah.
That's true. They're philanderers.
Sad, yeah.
So, anybody want to take a stab at the chicken heart rate in beats per minute?
I think it's in the 200s.
256.
Oh, I think that's too high.
A hummingbird is something like... is like 200... Because I remember this. I saw this at a museum once. At a science museum. Like a hummingbird is about 250. So
yeah, I don't think it's that high. I think it's like
100.
Maybe
230.
I feel like Jeff's still low though.
That is low, and so is that.
Yep, I said 2. What did I say? 10.
210.
You said 210. I will tell you that Monty and Stefan are both low too. They said 240 and 260.
Oh, Stefan is also low? All right, well then I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll surprise you. Sherry just keeps guessing 666 for everything.
I mean, it's going to be right for something. It's what. Save that for our Antichrist quiz.
290. Is it in the 300s then?
290 is the closest so far. 300 is closer.
300?
Whoa.
They have very fast. 320.
Wait, is this after they do cardio?
320 is closer.
That's when we're measuring them?
It's after they run around with a camera on their head.
Right. It's 350.
After they see that stranger comes and feeds them.
Yes, whenever Juan walks into the hen house with food for them, it's like
so
350.
Yeah. Right. Their hearts are just like a drum roll.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yikes. What's a hummingbird then?
Like a small engine.
Well,
right there.
We definitely need to look that up right now.
Google Trail. You go ahead.
Except I have another picture, Peach, that I want you to try to
You
guess.
can, but I'm going to say how fast is a hummingbird?
All right, here's the next picture.
I got 3 of the numbers right. It's 1,260.
That's what I just got, too. Oh, my gosh.
Right.
Apparently I forgot.
Well, that's 4 times as fast as a chicken's heart rate.
Why, that's a chicken
so
with its head cut off, John.
But also, this is hummingbirds still. On a cold night when they experience torpor, a hibernation-like state, it can go as low as 50 beats per minute.
Oh, they're totally chill. I need to. That's when you go looking for hummingbirds.
That's when you go look for hummingbirds.
This to me is proof of the chicken's level of intelligence. A chicken is so dumb you can separate his head from her body, and it would still operate. Body still operates.
You're actually very close. How long does a chicken live without its head? Yes, that's the
right question.
Is the right question.
I think the body starves to death. So it was like a month, I think, or a week, because it's not eating.
Anybody want to guess what the longest a chicken has lived without its head?
Oh, I think it's days, because I think they fed it with the medicine dropper down its gullet, didn't they?
Yes. How do you know this?
I don't know. I don't know how I know these things.
Okay, what was the chicken's name?
I forget that too, but I've heard
Bonita.
The story.
It was Miss Bonita.
3 years, Stefan says.
Wasn't 3 years.
12 days.
It was
also.
Well,
just think about this. You're separating the brain from the body, and it's still living. So the head is useless except for delivering food to the gullet. So, chickens are dumb.
The head, the chicken's name, this will clear it up for you, was Mike. Mike, the headless chicken.
Mike, the headless chicken, walks around all day.
And frolicked in the autumn mist. So he was a male Wyandotte chicken, and he lived for, take your seats, 18 months after his head was cut.
Wow.
Achieved national fame back in 1947.
Wait, what was his name?
Mike,
okay.
Mike the headless chicken.
That's for next. She filed that away.
Now I will know the next time somebody asks all of my useless chicken facts.
Wait, what was his name? September 10th, 1945, which was just 2 days.
Hello, Elon Musk. Can I tell you something?
Planning to eat supper with his mother-in-law, sent out to the yard by his wife to bring back chicken. He chose a 5.5-month-old Wyandotte chicken named Mike, which is a strange name for a chicken because chickens are girls. The axe removed the bulk of the head, but missed, this is important, you guys, if you're thinking about cutting a chicken's head off, missed the jugular vein, leaving one ear and most of the brainstem intact. So the brainstem is still intact.
Stem is the trick.
That was not a good swing.
Despite the attempt to behead him, the chicken was still able to balance on a perch and walk clumsily. He attempted to preen, peck for food, and crow, though with limited success. His crowing consisted...
It sounded like... It sounded like a duck.
His crowing consisted of a gurgling sound in his throat. When Mike did not die, Olson decided to care for the bird. He fed it a mixture of milk and water via an eyedropper,
right?
He said, and gave it small grains of corn and worms. Now,
what was he? Did he think it was a miracle or something? At that point, it's an aberration of nature.
Right, you're supposed to swing the axe again and do it better this time.
Do I chop again? No.
Right.
It's a miracle chicken.
This is not the sort of thing that would play very well in today's culture. But
when was this?
This was 1947.
Oh.
Yeah. So, in March of 1947...
There goes Gerald again with his quote-unquote miracle rooster.
They were at the Phoenix, Arizona on a stopover. See, Mike went on tour after this. He was photographed for dozens of magazines and paper, and he went on tour. and you paid a quarter, and you could go in and see the headless chicken. So he earned approximately $4,500 a month, which is the equivalent in today's dollars of $59,000. So he earned $59,000 a month, going around having people.
And at him. I don't. That money's all for Mike. I don't take any of that. Mike earns his own keep.
Right, Mike.
He spends it however he wants to.
He sleeps on a bed of $100 bills.
This is
gurgling.
The most horrible story I've ever heard.
He's gurgling all the way to the bank. Mike was taking.
He is gurgling all the way to the bank. Here's the thing. Mike started out. This is kind of a sad ending. They were on a stopover in Arizona. Mike started choking in the middle of the night. He had managed to get a kernel of corn in his throat. The Olsons had inadvertently left their feeding and cleaning syringes at the sideshow the day before, so they were unable to save Mike. They couldn't extract the corn. Olson claimed that he'd sold the bird off, resulting in stories that Mike's still touring the country as late as 1949, but it seems like that would be pretty easy to refute. I mean, how many different headless chickens could there be? But anyway,
depends on how long they were running the show. It's like pay $2 to get everybody in. Like, all right, everybody, now you saw the chicken. He's good.
Well, you can still go to Fruita, California, and participate in the Mike the Headless Chicken days. And they have a headless chicken race. They have an egg toss. They have a pin the head on the chicken. They have a chicken cluck off, which I think I would probably be pretty good at. They have chicken bingo.
I feel like you gotta be careful with that one. With saying that.
You have to say careful how you say cluck off. Okay. So there we go. There's your chicken facts for that. I think I have a couple of other ones. Okay, here's this.
Chickens can wear shoes. I've seen that before. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But they have to be arch. They have to have arch support. Is that the fact? I'm trying to guess here. I don't know. You have to have high arch support. They gotta, They like that. They like a lot of arch in the middle, to push up. Firm soles. Yep. And
no, it doesn't have anything to do with shoes.
Oh, they really like the beach. To take them to the beach. They can get sunburned. Is that it?
What is that person doing? They're jogging.
Oh, jogging. Mm-hmm. Chicken can do a 5K in 21 minutes and 35 seconds.
A chicken can run at a speed of 15 miles an hour is a little fast.
Chicken poop is cold when you step in it.
It depends
on. They can sprint 18 miles an hour, which is even faster. So that's still too fast.
Well,
what's their mile pace?
Their cruising speed. What I have is a chicken can run at speeds. It says chickens can run at speeds up to 9 miles an hour is what mine says, but I'll bet that depends on the breed. I'll bet some chickens are faster than others.
Got longer legs, yeah.
Yeah. So
the ostrich breed.
But it's between 9 and 18 miles
chicken.
an hour.
My favorite, the tastiest.
I think they can do about 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, if you see a bird running 20 miles an hour, it's a pretty safe bet that it's not a chicken.
Good.
Some other bird.
That is not.
What about this, Juan?
Oh, they cannot do the quadratic equation. They are unable to do trinomial.
Is the quadratic equation.
Yeah.
Good job, homeschool dad.
Yeah, exactly. They are unable to do Pythagorean theorem.
No, this is a chicken fact. I mean,
this is the look on their face when you try to teach them advanced geometry, algebra.
If they were unable to do the quadratic equation, that would make them like every other animal on the planet.
Yeah,
right?
including a lot of humans.
Including human beings, right?
They try, but their writing is like chicken scratches.
Oh, yeah.
Chickens can add, but not subtract.
All right.
That is not what my data says. My data says that chickens actually can do math. A study shows that chicks can add and subtract using numbers smaller than 5.
What?
How
many of those are there? I'm not a chicken, so I'm gonna need somebody to help me on that.
They hold up their feet. And they're like,
Right. They start to get confused. They start to get confused when you have 5. Right, because they only have 3 toes. Once they get to 5, they lose track. They can add and subtract.
I wonder if that has to do with like how many eggs they often will have in a nest. I bet you that they can keep track of up to 5 eggs, and like they test this based on how many they'll take away, and if the chicken.
But how do they know that the chicken knows that?
That's the video for next. Well, that's the video for next week. I'll put 10 eggs in a nest and then
just slowly start taking them away.
Well, I was gonna ask around first.
Oh,
like, hey, ask them. Hey, Wanda,
Kissy,
Trixie May.
Right, Kissy.
Right. This is the last one.
That is
Ooh,
Skittles? Those are Skittles.
So they're not. Those are really, really dark yolks.
They only
right?
eat orange Skittles.
And I'm gonna go with the darker the yolk, the better the egg.
That's
the more likely that it's gonna be a chicken. I was gonna say, they eat eggs. They'll eat other chickens.
Oh yeah,
if you
they eat pretty much everything.
Yeah,
they'll eat snakes.
Except surströmming, the fish that we ate on.
You tried to give it to the chickens?
Yes.
They will not eat fermented herring. At least ours won't.
Like, are you kidding me? This is what you're gonna turn your nose up at?
It does kind of look like powdered sugar on yolks, or salt, maybe.
Right.
It's probably salt.
Stefan says that he thinks yolks can survive outside the shell.
It takes this.
Nope.
Huh. Oh, I was gonna say it takes this many yolks to make a decent chocolate cake.
You are correct in counting the number of yolks.
The number of yolks. This is how many yolks it takes to feed my in-laws for.
Yolks?
This is deviled eggs. This is deviled eggs.
So there's usually one yolk, but like 1 in every 4 eggs is double yolk.
Okay, you're on the right track. It has to do with the number of yolks inside an egg. What is the maximum number of yolks that have ever been found in a single egg?
Is it?
Let's go with 5.
Peach says 5. What say the rest of you? Juan is counting.
I think there's 40 in
here. Well, there certainly couldn't be more than 5. if there was more than 5, the chickens wouldn't be able to count them.
Yeah, that's what it is. The answer is unknowable because it confused the chickens.
They were only able to count to this many.
I count 40. This is not a picture of all of the yolks that have been
150, 327.
327 yolks.
3.
That'd be the infinite egg. You crack it.
4 billion.
Oh yeah, we're up to a.
Bill Sheet says 2.
So I said 3.
No,
is it better?
This is
more
the
than
record.
3?
This is the maximum number of yolks that have ever been
7?
found in a single
Sarah's
egg.
just gonna count up in order.
Counting up
like
by
Octo Mom, Octo Hen.
Nope, I'm going with 5.
Nobody's doing 8
Andy
yet.
says 5. The actual number is 9. 9 yolks.
Holy cow! At that point, though, they'd have to that'd be a laboratory thing, wouldn't it? Because it would just look like one big yolk. It's like, this egg is all yolk.
I don't know how they did it.
9. Russ got it. 9. Russ got it.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know what type of chicken it was that did it. I don't know how fast she was running. I don't know
what had happened.
I don't know anything. But
we are over. Our time.
If you hypnotize them, they will increase the number of yolks.
You guys, I mean, if this wasn't worth your time in a subscription, I don't know what would be. What else do we have to do?
So much more chicken information.
We have videos of our conversations with Juan midweek about his chickens. We have hats, crocheted pirate hats that Brian wears for us.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we have to do?
We are going to hypnotize a chicken at some future point in the show. And
it's going to happen this week. Yeah.
If that doesn't inspire you to contribute to the ministry of this show, what do we have to do?
What else do you want?
What do we have to do? Scare a cat with a cucumber? What is it going to take?
We can't do that either very successfully. But
isn't there something about tinfoil too? Like if you put tinfoil up, the cats jump on it, and then that freaks them out.
I think if you hook electrodes to their backside, that'll make them jump. Let's try that one this week.
If you electrocute a cat, it will jump.
Got an extra car battery, you guys.
So,
all right. So
listen up, YouTube.
So how are you going to read the credits tonight? I didn't even bother saying anything.
What? You just ran the stuff by?
I just flashed them on the screen. Hey, here's where Juan is.
JohnThomasOaks.com.
Forget about JT. Here's where he is.
We're not even trying anymore.
Support Brian.
I don't even care.
There you go. Hey, we'll see you at the effort party after this. After we read these credits.
Members.
Here's a bunch of information. Blah 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 blah. Let's just read the credits like we don't care tonight. How about that?
Read the credits like we're in a rainstorm or something.
Yeah, we'll read the credit. We'll read the credits the same way you promoted.
Okay.
Just Ron Avery.
Thanks, Ray Bates.
Amber.
See you at the effort party. Hey, Randy Evans. See you at the effort party.
Karen Lovell.
Yep. It's okay, Jessica Noonan.
Can we stop this now?
Ponder.
See you at the effort party.
There's still credits.
Andrea,
why do they keep going? Elaine Williams,
Luke, Vic Brock, and everything. You know what? Who cares?
Night all.
Tune in next week for videos of my dog dressed as a little person.